Hi folks, welcome to an Eco House. Hope you all good. After a long gap, today we will learn about a very important concept of ecological footprint. What is ecological footprint? Ecological footprint is the way to measure our human demand on a nature. Every one of us has an ecological footprint, means we have individual ecological footprint on this particular earth because our demand on this supply of the nature. The footprint represents the impact of a person, a household, a city, a business or a country's nature. Things like food, energy, transportation, goods and services all contributes our ecological footprint. In this picture, we can get the clear idea about what is an ecological footprint. Here, this biocapacity or the bioproductive area from the nature, which is resource supply from the earth. There is a measurement of the footprint which we are consuming day to day. Food print is there, eco food footprint is there, then the carbon footprint, what are the waste we generate after consuming these resources, as well as carbon footprint is also very important chapter here. So can we look on the forest land? We are using for a timber, energy land for getting an energy from the solar, wind, etc. Grazing land for fodder to an animal, and the crop land for every food grains or the food comes from the this particular agricultural land. At the same time, if we made a small burger, then the one bite of burger which have the cheese from the cattle and the tikka from or grains from the cropland for bread, processing units, every wastages comes from the industries, company, business, household. At the same time, we are getting a food from the ocean, fishes, urban lands, the rural area. Everything is comes under our own footprint. Here we can easily get the food, energy, transportation, the biodiversity, or the habitat. The calculation of ecological footprint. We can easily calculate our own footprint or the carbon print on this particular nature. Impact population into affluences and the into technology. For example, here the footprint of nation or a humanity, which indicate the I, number of people consuming. P means the total population, and average amount of goods and services an average person consumes, that is called the affluences. We are getting every goods and services from this piece of land, this nature itself only, into resource intensity of the goods and services is called the technology we are using here, biodiversity we are using. So it's all comes under the simple calculation how its impact on the nature by the human intervention. Key concept of ecological footprint is very important to know about what is an ecological footprint. We are thinking economy, environment and the society are equal of the society, but functionally these are not equal concept. The economy is a part of a society which is in terms the part of environment. This is the true concept. We are thinking economy, environment and society is equal, viable, then only we can achieve the sustainability, but this is ultimately not truth. Look at this. What is overshoot then? We are using the excess capacity from this nature, isn't it? There we are, our demand is more than our supply of the nature. That is called the overshoot. Every year the August 1st is celebrated as Earth Overshoot Day. Let's understand the regenerative capacity of environment is non-negotiable. Limiting factors for sustaining life. Resource use concern. Previously, depletion of finite, non-renewable resources. For example, flows. It's not a stock. Okay. Regenerative or the renewable resources are flow concept, which means we call it as supply concept. It's not availability of for a sale. It's already in a market offer for sale, that is not market value or the monetary lens we are discussing. The nature gives abundance of resources, that is a flow. Sustainability has a specific meaning, which is avoiding ecological overshoot or the excess capacity. Avoiding overshoot is only minimum condition for sustainability, but there is a warning: sustainability is impossible without avoiding overshoot. For example, 1960 to 2005, according to this graph, we can achieve, already we are using 1.7 Earth, in the sense more than one Earth. In small, we remember that we have only one Earth for surviving or a living condition for all the biodiversity. If our consumer culture increases like this, we need 2050 or the 42 Earths. But it is highly impossible. That's why we have to reduce our overconsumption, then we can achieve at least minimization of our overconsumption or our demand, excess demand from this nature. At least we are sustaining in this only one Earth, which is we are already living. Here a beautiful quotation which is given by Footprint co-creator Mitchis Rakangal. Sustainability is like buying a chair. There is no question whether the chair should be strong enough to sit or not. It's beautiful, no? That's the non-negotiable condition. The questions are: do you want red one, a green one, a wooden one, a metal one? Choices are abundant nowadays, but not whether the chair is strong enough or not. Our earth is also like a chair. We are not thinking about our overconsumption is sustaining or not. Our overconsumption is able for this nature carrying capacity or bioproductivity or not. We are just using as much as, yeah, it's mine, isn't it? They are strong enough or not, we are not thinking. We are urbanizing, we are using high technologies, we are using more and more consumption, which is not necessity. Today we are not thinking about the necessity or the needs, we are going with beyond the needs, luxuries, lavishness, isn't it? The key concept about the ecological footprint, this is a very important concept. There is an invisibility. Consumer culture. This consumer culture promotes the abundance. People do not generally encounter ecological limits. Psychologically as well as spatially, we are divorced from the dependence on the nature. That is called the economic blind spot. The person who wear this blind fold on his eye means ecological limits invisible through the monetary lens. This is very important. Price are given signal, but the availability of resources in the market, which are we are using day to day life, which is not its availability in the biosphere or the environment. That should be, we should remember. The world biocapacity, here some facts or data are there. The biosphere has, or the environment has 11.12 billion hectares of biologically productive area, roughly 1/4 of planet surface. The bioproductive area consists of 2.4 billion hectares of water, which is taken from ocean, shelves, inland water, etc., and 8.8 billion hectare of land. Available biocapacity, which means we call it as in economics, supply per person is 1.8 global hectares. Average footprint means our average capacity of from the nature that we are demanding from the nature per person is 2.2 global hectares, which means our demand is greater than supply. Already deficit is occurs. Current level of overshoot is already in 23%. It takes nature 1 year and 3 months to regenerate the resources humanity used in 1 year. Whatever a person or whatever a population consumes 1 year, the nature demands, nature supply, that takes regenerate or renewable for 1 year 3 months, but it's a continuous consumption. There is no time to given for regenerating all these goods and services for nature. So here we should remember the ecological footprint speaks too much or much more than the greenhouse gas reduction. Scientifically based with an international standard, provides both options to people to prioritize for planning your actions to reduce the footprint. So please reuse, reduce and recycle the goods. Already the man's footprint on planet is make a hole on earth. So now it's the time to think what is your footprint on this biosphere. Changing your lifestyle, be eco-friendly. Thank you for one and all.